How would we remember William Shatner being shot into space?
As Captain Kirk finally going to space.
Exactly.
I just remember it as the terrifying video that he was on the news when he was doing the practice. He kind of wanted to go and kind of didn't want to go.
Yeah, judging by his attitude towards the whole thing, it seems like he wasn't all that excited about it. He's like, so you're telling me this isn't going to be on a 4-wall set in a studio? We're actually going to go into a thing that's going to take us into the actual outer space. You're saying that's real. We're going to do this.
But that's a brilliant marketing thing, though. Look, we sent this really old person who you associate with space into space. Don't you want to pay us millions of dollars to do this too?
Right. And you know what's weird about William Shatner is, like, he's the oldest cast member of all the Star Trek series. Doesn't look like it, A. And B, I think he probably is the healthiest. I don't think. Could you imagine putting Patrick?
He's 90.
He's 90. He's not. And you know, Patrick Stewart is like 10 years younger than him, and he looks like he's 200. Could you imagine trying to put him in a rocket ship?
Is Michelle Williams still alive?
Yeah, well, she is, but she's not in the public anymore because she's like got dementia and stuff. Like apparently, I think so. She's not doing well at all, but she's still with us, if you will. And they're like she's having trouble with her estate, you know, all that kind of stuff too. And there's like a war going on with her estate between family members, I think, or something like that.
No, don't fight over it. She had to kiss William Shatner on camera. Leave her alone.
Hey, back in the 60s, you know, there were a lot of women that wanted to do that. I'm not necessarily saying she wanted to, but, you know, it'd be different than kissing him today. Of course, I would kiss him if he, you know, after he gets off the rocket ship, he came back all right.
When he comes back down to Earth, you're like, smoochy smooch.
Yeah, thank God you're okay, Captain. I'm not really a captain. Please, leave me alone.
He looked like he was crying when he came off the ship. I'm sure it was great for him.
I'm sure it was. And, you know, what's interesting is there's going to be some people here in Knoxville that'll get to talk to him about it. Because, you know, he's not... I don't know if he's physically going to be here, or if he's going to phone it in like he did last time. But he's going to be a part of the Fanboy coming up this month. Him and George Takei. Oh my.
They hate each other, don't they?
They do, with a bloody passion, which is why it always amazes me when they come to Comic Cons together.
You would think after they would be over that by now, but I guess not.
No, I don't know. It's a bizarre situation.
To get that check.
I guess so. But, you know.
You pay a lot, like just get a picture with them.
I'd pay...
It's like, you know, $100, $200.
You know, what's weird is I would pay good money to get a picture with George Takei. I actually love him to death. William Shatner I love too, but I mean, I don't know. I look at George Takei as more of a role model. What are you stuffing in your mouth?
Got into the Star Trek, well, you know.
Well, he was a kid during World War II, and he was in Japanese concentration camp in the United States. So it's interesting to hear his story. What are you eating, Pork?
Waffles.
Oh, bull.
Yeah, where is it? It's crunchy, whatever it is.
Yeah, you were just knocking it back over there a second ago.
Lay's chips. I was trying to be discreet about it. It didn't work.
Well, they're delicious, so you don't need to be discreet about it. Although I haven't heard any crunching. So are you turning off your mic when you actually crunch?
No, I'm just being really careful.
Well, it works. I didn't even notice. I mean, I noticed you were eating, but I didn't hear anything. This is the Cooking with Sheila Hot Toddy and Pork segment of Smells Like 90's Rock and Old People in Space.